Good afternoon. Hi, so welcome to our afternoon session on qigong today. My name is Stella, and you might have joined my sessions before. You might have joined me for qigong, or you might have joined me for EFT or mindfulness. I've done a few different sessions on the virtual village hall over the years. Um, so whatever your situation is, you're very welcome. Whether you're brand new to qigong, you might not have any idea what it is. That's okay. Or if you've done it a bit before, then you're in the right place. This is ideal for beginners, but it's also great if you've got experience because you can always go deeper into this practice. Qigong, also known as Tai Chi for health, it's like there's layers to it. So it is very simple, which makes it really accessible. And the form that I teach is called Shibashi, and it's designed to be particularly simple and accessible for people with a range of health conditions and different kinds of mobility, and also different levels of interest in the practice as well. So you can go as deep as you want to. So really accessible. For example, if you are seated, if you're using a wheelchair, or you remain seated for another reason, like you've got an injury or some fatigue conditions, it's really great because you can adapt it and do it seated. I will be standing today, but if you are seated, I just want you to make sure, where possible, that you are as straight backed in your chair as possible, that your feet are planted on the floor if you can, and to just make sure that you are safe. So if you've got arms on the chair, then obviously you don't want to be hitting them. Sometimes we can't remove the chair arms. If you've got a chair that you can access that doesn't have the arms, that's ideal. But you adapt the moves to suit you. So, make sure you've got a good space around you. That goes for everybody. Make sure you've got a good space around you because we're going to do some stretching and moving. You don't want to hit anything, obviously. But yes, obviously, trusting your body. So those that are doing it seated, just adapt it as you need to. I'm here as a guide, but I trust that you know your body better than I do. And if you need to miss a move out or adapt it, you can do that. Okay. Now, a little bit about qigong, about me, and why I share it, and what we'll do today. So qigong stands for, it's a breath exercise. And you may have heard of Tai Chi. It's more known than qigong. They are interwoven. You can't disconnect them. They are one. And you might have seen people on TV or in films, maybe in a park, doing all these gentle exercises, moving in different parts of the world, such as China. And that is qigong and Tai Chi for health that they're doing. And it's a mind-body exercise, mind-body-soul. So we're moving the body, which obviously is really good because the body needs movement and it keeps us mobile, it's exercise. But we're doing more than that because we're engaging the mind, we're very present. So you probably know yoga, you've probably heard of yoga, it's much better known than qigong. It's a similar philosophy in some ways. So we're not just like hitting the gym and just really going for it. We're listening to the body. We're connecting. We're slowing down. We're connecting with our breath. We're bringing our mind into the real movement and the presence. It's kind of like a moving meditation we're going to do together today. And that's really great for those of us that struggle to do meditation. We know it's good for us, but it's really not always easy to be still. So this is a great alternative. Okay, so we'll go through some stretches together and I'll keep talking and telling you about qigong and my journey with it. The stretches that I'm going to show you, the same ones I always do, so if you joined me before, you'll start to really get to know them, which is great. They are Chen Tai Chi stretches. I've been doing them for years, every day, and I've learned them from my Chen Tai Chi teacher. They're what they do in the Chen village. So they're optimizing, getting tension out of the body, waking everything up, so you can get as much as possible out of your qigong practice today, because we're getting energy flowing around the system, which is when the healing happens and you feel more calm and balanced. And we need the tension to leave the body for that to happen. All right, so take your hand for me and cup it. So it's not completely flat, we've got a slight cup. And just start tapping here in your chest, taking some nice deep breaths. So you've got your collarbone here, we're just following down to the center and tapping here. This point is good for your immune system. So we know there's lots of bugs about. This is a really good thing to do at the start of your day. I do it every day. Just tapping here, nice deep breaths. It's a really nice natural way to help support your natural immunity. And depending on where you are in the country, in the world, and how you deal with the temperature and what your heating situation is, we get really cold this time of year, right? So some of this is going to be really good at warming your body up. As we tap, we're going to tap around the body now. So we're tapping down the arm, and we're beginning to wake everything up, tapping at the end, bringing our hands together. Try not to tense up your shoulders too much. See if they can be nice and relaxed. And coming up the outside. You can support your elbow with your hand. It doesn't matter which side you start on. And we're just going to tap our upper back all around here. Just feel it's a nice tapping massage. And coming back down. Again, we've got a slight cup shape in our hand. And we're tapping around our chest, our collarbones. Nice, gentle tapping. Now we're going to tap down the other arm. So whatever arm you did before, use the opposite one now. Again, tapping the hands at the end. And coming back up. Again, you can support that elbow. Coming back down. Okay, so you can't see all my legs, but I'm going to bend as far as I can and tap all the way down the inside of my legs, reaching my toes, and then come up the outside. And then I'm going to pause on the thighs. So remember, adapt it for what you can do. We're not pushing the body today. So just see what feels comfortable. Tapping down around the stomach to begin. So you can tap it like this with those cupped hands, or you can have a good rub. See what feels right for you. Depends what you've had for your lunch, how full you feel, how gentle you need to be. And we're going to tap down the inside of the legs, just going as far as you want to. And coming back up the outside of the legs and pausing on the thighs. So nice floppy arms, we're just tapping, slapping the thighs. And the whole time, make sure you're taking nice deep breaths. Back of the hands, and we're just going to tap the lower back and up and down the spine, softening the shoulders, not tensing up too much. And with your fingertips, we're going to tap the back of the neck. Work your way up the back of the head, tapping the top of the head. Nice deep breaths. Well done. Okay, we're going to tap some points around the face just to help you enter this session, to calm your system, reduce any stress that you might be holding. So tapping the inner eyebrows, just where your eyebrows begin. For those of you that have joined my EFT tapping sessions, you'll recognize these points that we're just bringing in. Take a nice deep breath. So I want to breathe in through the nose and release nice long breath out of the mouth. Outer eyes. Underneath. Under the nose. Nice deep breath. Underneath the mouth, so just above your chin. Now I want you to tap or massage, whatever feels good, your jaw. So we tend to hold a lot of tension here without realizing it. So we're just helping some of that to leave. Softening, relaxing the jaw a few percent is great. Sometimes it can help to give your face, your cheeks a bit of a massage. Now you might look a bit strange, but you're probably on your own. Nobody can see you. And working our way up to our ears, we're going to massage the earlobes and work our way up the ears all the way to the top. And work our way down. making a V shape with our fingers, we're going to place one finger in front of the ear and one behind. Stroking up and down, so we're just doing this front and behind the ear, whilst taking those nice deep breaths. Good, well done. And now fingertips just around your neck. Nice deep breaths. And last and not least of this part of the stretches and warm-up, just want you to place a finger on either side of your nose and gently push up. Take some nice deep breaths. So you can do a few of those. If you find that you're feeling a bit bunged up, congested with the winter months, this is a nice way. It gives you quite instant relief. So if you push up slightly on either side of the nose, take those nice deep breaths, maybe around 5. Remember, in through the nose, out through the mouth is best. You should get instant relief around here. It should feel a bit clearer. So that's a nice thing to do, to have in your back pocket for you. Hopefully you feel a bit warmer, a bit more awake. Okay, we're going to do some stretches together, interlocking the fingers to begin. So some of these stretches might challenge your brain a bit in terms of coordination. You might not be able to do them all, and that's okay. Be gentle and kind to yourself. Just do what you can. It's absolutely fine. So we're rotating the wrists, and we want your arms to be nice and relaxed, your shoulders to be as down as possible. A lot of us are holding our shoulders up here without even realizing it. So part of what we're doing together today is to soften, to invite your body to soften. A few percent at a time is enough. If you attend my sessions often, you'll be very used to me saying that. It's one of the big messages that I share in my classes and with myself, and that my teachers share with me. We don't need to soften and relax huge amounts. That can add to the pressure and actually make us tense up. We remember that we can soften a few percent at a time, then a few percent more. If you leave this session 5% more relaxed in your shoulders, anywhere in your body, that would be great. That would be really good. The other way. That's the bit that challenges the brain. Nice deep breaths. Now we're going to do a nice stretch at the bottom and come back up the other way. We want to make sure this is going up and down our center line, so we're not going all over the place. We're going up and down. Nice floppy wrists, relaxed arms and shoulders. And the other way. And if you've not done any stretches today or much movement, or you're stressed, then it's really normal to be holding a lot of tension. You might find that this doesn't feel very natural. If you do this every day, you'll notice the change. It will feel more fluid, more relaxed. When I started going to my Tai Chi classes, my shoulders were up here and I was trying to move, and it took years until my teacher said, your shoulders are finally down. So be patient with yourself. Tai Chi and qigong is not a sprint, it's a slow process. Palm and fingers together, placing them here just around where our collarbone is, and we're going to work some of that tension out of the shoulders. So breathing in as we open up and breathing out as we come down. Okay, so we'll keep doing these. I'll tell you a bit about qigong and my journey with it. So, as I said, qigong is a breath exercise, and it's a mind-body kind of a health system in its own right. It helps qi energy flow around our system. But what does that mean? Qi energy is life force. We all have it. It moves through everything. So if you went for an acupuncture session, what they're doing there is inserting these needles to get your qi flow moving around your system, clearing those blocks that lead to issues like symptoms. Qigong is another way to do that without needles. It's a way to get your qi flowing around your system. We have in traditional Chinese medicine, the philosophy is that we have these meridians around our system. Okay, now rotate the opposite way. We have these meridians around the system, and they're like streams. So there should be streams of flowing energy that are connected to organs, to different emotions and elements. And in our life, they get blocked for different reasons. So we're always needing to come back into balance. And very often we don't come back into balance. We don't even notice when we're out of balance. Qigong is a wonderful way to bring more balance into our lives, so we feel more calm, more relaxed, more focused, and more connected. Those are the things that most people have. I certainly experienced those. Keeping our hands here. Now we're going to turn the waist as we bring the elbow back, and on the other side, turning the waist, bringing the elbow back. So we're not just still going like this. We're connecting that turn in the waist as we bring the elbow back. Beginning to connect with your waist movement, moving in a different way is part of the practice. And the other way. Okay, give your shoulders a bit of a shake. So we're just helping some of that tension leave the body. Good. All right. Now we're going to place one hand up to the shoulder, doesn't matter which side. And we're going to bring that palm up. Keep a softness in your arm. So you want a nice sort of soft elbow, a bow shape. Turn the palm over. Turn your waist and feed the arm through. So if you're standing, as you feed the arm through, you can soften your knees. So it just flows more easily. Nice deep breathing as you do this. And the other way, palm down, turning that waist, palm up, over as you turn the waist. So you're making nice big circles with your arm and your waist. Bringing that palm to the other shoulder. Again, palm up. Turn it over, nice soft bow shape in the arm. Turn the waist, feed it through. And the other way. Good. Give your shoulders another shake. Okay. Now we're going to, what will we do? We're going to do a stretch where we'll do two jabs in one position, two jabs in another. It will become clear. So go with the natural bounce of your body. Don't over push or overstretch. Starting with our fist clench, but very loosely. So we want softness. We're bringing the fist together, but we're not clenching tight. It's really soft. We're going to jab with the elbows twice. 1, 2. Then we're going to bring our palms up a bit higher. 1, 2. So jab, jab, open, open, jab, jab, open. Just feeling that nice stretch. One more set. Good. Okay. We won't do many more stretches. We'll really go into the qigong in a moment. But first, we're going to again connect with that turn in your waist is key. And this time we're going to let the arms just flop. So you want your arms to be as yin, as relaxed as possible. You know the yin and yang symbol you might be familiar with? Yin is this soft, gentle energy. The yang is more vibrant and strong and fast energy. We want to focus on the yin in the arms because they're nice, soft, gentle, just really floppy. Turning the waist is kind of going to be that yang energy moving everything. So letting the arms just flop, you want them to be as relaxed as possible, not like this. You want them to be just hanging. We're going to turn the waist side to side, and the arms will just follow. So you're focusing on your waist, not the arms. And as you speed up that turn, the arms wrap around you more. If you stop your waist turning, the arms are going to stop. So speed it up. The arms will wrap around you more, tapping into those meridian points, beginning to wake things up. It's a nice stretch as well. So this is why you need to make sure there's nothing around you that you're going to hit. And then you can bend the elbow with a cupped hand, just tap your upper arm. So the hand tapping the upper arm has got a slight cup shape in it like before. Keep turning that waist. And if you want to, you can go even further and give yourself a pat on the back. Working your way down, letting your arms hang. I find that stretch really lovely and invigorating. It always really wakes things up, which is really nice. Okay, so let's just stretch the neck a little bit nice and gently. We're going to turn to one side. And when you reach that point where it's comfortable to stop, you don't want to push. Look further with your eyes. So you're stretching your eyes by looking back as far as you can. Coming back into the center and doing the same on the other side. Good. Okay, and placing our hands on our lower back, we're just going to do some small circles, starting small and winding out and getting bigger. So just making circles with the hips. So with qigong, as I said, we're getting energy flowing and moving, and it is a mindful practice. It's kind of like a moving meditation. My journey with qigong it's been wonderful. I love it, which is obviously what I teach. I discovered it about 6 years ago. I attended a group when I was working for a charity, and I organised a group for members of the community. But I enjoyed it, I think, more than anybody else, or I enjoyed it just as much as them. And I started to go to lessons, to classes, sorry. This is before I became an instructor, obviously, and I found it so useful. And when I developed symptoms of being really fatigued and tired, unwell, I found qigong was a guiding light. It helped me move, keep active, but really gently. So on the days when I couldn't do much at all, I could do a few qigong moves. And then the days when I could do more, I could do, a whole set and really get into it, turning the other way. So I then became an instructor, and a Shivashi instructor, and started to share sessions. And it's great. I love seeing how it affects people in terms of somebody can start a session, maybe like you have today, feeling busy in the head, lots going on, or disconnected from themselves and their body, just maybe worrying about other stuff. And through a qigong practice, I see people enter their body. It's like a grounding, more presence. They're more connected to themselves, they're calmer. Often people report less pain, improvements in any aches, better sleep. It's very rewarding. So we always love to hear the feedback as well on Virtual Village Hall. So let us know what you get from the sessions. We'd love to hear. Okay. And just kick out your legs. So we're just giving the legs a bit of a shake to get rid of some of that tension. Good. Okay, so we're going to go into what we do first. We're going to start off by, I think, doing the Hermit, which is a nice sequence that I'm sure that you'll enjoy if you've not done it before. It's a very popular one. And then we'll do some set one and bring in a mixture of different moves. So if you've been coming to my sessions for a while, it's nice to have a change and mix things up. So I'm going to bring in a few different moves you might not have done before with me. Okay, so I'm going to have some water. With qigong, because it's healing, it's a healing practice, we're getting energy moving around our system. It is important to make sure you're hydrating. After this, you might feel uplifted, you might feel like a bit of that healing tiredness. just really listen to your body and make sure you take care of yourself, drinking plenty of nice filtered water if you can. Just treating the body like a temple, taking really good care of yourself. Okay, so to begin, we are going to just bring our feet shoulder width apart, a slight softness in the knees, arms hanging by the side. We're going to begin by taking some nice deep breaths together, placing a hand on our chest and one on our stomach. So we're going to take these breaths together. They're going to be in through the nose, holding for a few seconds at the top, and then we're going to breathe out with a sigh, nice and long, out through the mouth, making sure the out breath is longer than the in breath. So in through the nose, hold, out through the mouth. And if you are at home by yourself, then I really encourage you to let out a really loud sigh. You know, why not? We might be embarrassed if we're at class with other people. You might not be, but some people do feel embarrassed. But if you're on your own, just let it out. It's really good for you to help clear that throat chi, soften your body and relax, and let some tension go. So breathing in, hold, and let it go. So breathing in and out. In. Let go with a nice big sigh. That's it. And again. Sometimes that out breath, we cut it short. We actually give ourselves focus. We realize it needs to be longer. So let it go as much as you can. That's a really good way to reset. You can do that throughout your day. Just 5 nice deep belly breaths with that nice sigh as you breathe out. So just adjusting our posture. Imagining we've got a string from the top of our head, keeping us nice and tall, connected to like the heavens above. Imagine that's like this nice light energy of expansive openness. And we're going to make sure that we've got a softness in our knees. Our arms are relaxed and floppy for the moment. And connect with your feet on the ground, the soles of your feet, if you can. And I want you to imagine they've got roots going down. So you're connected and grounded, like the roots of a tree. And that's this nice earthy energy. Really stable, strong, but earthy and connected. You might have imagery around that, beautiful roots of a tree, colours. Lovely, just let it come, whatever comes. So as we do this practice, there's key things I want you to remember. It's important that you focus on your breath and that you adjust your movements to match your breathing. So I'll demonstrate what I mean. As we breathe in, for example, for this move, when we reach the top, we want our lungs to be full. And then we match the move to match that. So breathing in, lungs are full at the top. Breathing out, letting it all go. And when we reach the bottom, the lungs are empty, ready to be refilled. So we're not adjusting the breath, we're adjusting the movements to match your natural breathing. Might be slightly different to mine, that's okay. And as soft as possible. We want the upper body to be nice and yin and flowing and graceful. All right, but I'm obviously here to talk you through it and remind you. It's not about getting it perfect. It's just about moving your body maybe in a different way today and slowing down. Okay, so we're going to begin. You can have your eyes open or closed. Soft gaze ahead is really nice. Sometimes we want to close our eyes and really get into it. Nice deep breath. Might set an intention for what you want to get from this practice today. Might be relaxation, grounding, calm, clarity, self-compassion. And to begin, we breathe in, bringing the palms up, facing up, turn them over, and breathe out. And I want you to go all the way down and scoop up earth chi from the earth. Bring this earth chi into your heart as you breathe in. Breathe out as you send that chi into the world. Breathe in up to your head. Breathe out, sending it out into the world. And breathe into your heart. And then breathe out as you lean forwards into a ski jump. So you're just leaning forwards only slightly and sticking out your chin as if you're skiing. And breathe out all the way to the top. And bring your palms, the back of your hands together. Bring them down as you breathe out. And I want you to make a lotus with your hands. So your little finger and your thumbs together. This is a lotus. And then you bring that lotus up. Make a triangle. Look through the triangle and breathe out. I know it's a lot if you're new to it. Don't worry, you'll pick it up. So breathing in, out. Gathering up that chi into the heart. Breathe out as you send it out into the world. Breathing into the head. Positive thoughts, sending them out into the world. We know the world needs that. Breathing into the heart. And then breathing out into ski jump. Leaning forwards, chin out. This is you sending all that love into your body. And breathing in as we come up. Back of the hands together. Breathing out as we come down. Making your lotus flower. Breathing in, triangle, look through, breathing out. 2 more times. Gather that chi into your heart. Out into the world as you breathe out. Breathe into the head. And breathe out into the world. Breathe into your heart. Breathing out as you send it all that chi into your system, in your body. It's like a gift to yourself. Breathing in as you come up, back of the hands together. Breathe out as you come down. Make a lotus with your hands. Breathe in, triangle. Breathe out as you expand your vision. In, out as we scoop chi. You can go all the way down if you want to. Scoop into the heart. Breathe out, sending all that love out into the world. Breathe into the head. Sending all your positive thoughts out into the world. Breathe into your heart. Breathe out into ski jump. So just leaning forward slightly. Breathing out. Breathing up as we come up. Back of the hands together. Breathing out as you come down. Making your lotus. Breathing in as you bring the lotus up. Triangle. Expand your vision. I said 2 more. We'll do 1 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. In. Really connect with your breath. Lotus. Triangle. Expand your vision. Well done. Arms by your side. That's a tricky set. If you're new to it, don't worry. All takes practice. Okay, this time we're going to, so the ski jump move we did a moment ago where we did this, we're going to do another small set that brings in that as well, so you can build your confidence and get a bit more used to some moves. So I'll show you from the side. So the first move we're going to, so again, it's this gentle leaning on the foot. One of the reasons we do the moves where we are shifting our weight on the feet is because we've got lots of points, those meridian acupuncture points on the feet. So we, you know, if you've had reflexology, you know. So as we move this weight, we're engaging more points on the feet, such as the bubbling spring point. And you don't want to overlean, it's subtle, particularly if you've got issues with balance. Like make sure you've got something to lean on near you. But we're letting the legs do a lot of the work. So we're going to take a breath in as we lean forwards and scoop up. And turn the palms over and breathe out as you soften and let it all go. So breathing in as we stretch up and breathing out as we relax, soften the body. So remember, softening your arms and your shoulders, that few percent. You can set yourself this challenge. Can you soften and relax a little bit more? You don't want to overstretch or push. It's nice, gentle, and easy. Remember that yin energy, nice and soft. We're letting our legs do the lifting so the upper body's nice and relaxed. Okay, now we're going to go into that ski jump move. So breathing in, as we lean forwards, push our palms back and stick our chin out. Breathing out as we relax and float the hands back up. So you can see I'm letting my wrists lead the way. It's really soft. Breathing in, leaning slightly. So if we're going on a ski jump, softening and relaxing. Okay. And I know you're following me. When we're learning something, we want to get it right. But I invite you to just really connect with your breath and this really simple movement. Try and let go of getting it right. Try and let go of perfecting it and see if you can just go with the moment, really connect to what it feels like. Slowing down, following your breath. And if your mind wanders, which it probably will because we're human, try not to make it wrong or judge yourself. Just bring it back to your breath and the movement, and focusing on the palms of your hand just moving through the air can be a really good mindful exercise to bring you into the moment. The truth is, if we're not present, if we're off thinking about our to-do list or what we're having for dinner later, that's what I'm usually distracted by, then we're not really doing qigong or tai chi. So we need to bring ourselves into the body. That's really where the healing comes, in the present moment, in that now. Okay, arms by your side. Now we're going to breathe in as we lift our arms up and breathe out as they come down. Keeping those shoulders down, as relaxed as possible. Set yourself that challenge. Can you soften and relax even more? And again, keep bringing your mind back as often as you need to. Okay, now I'm going to take a breath in, up our center line. And we're going to go all the way up as if we're swimming. Breathing out as we come down. So palms facing up. to the chest, and then over all the way up as we look up, breathing out as we come down. Just imagine you're swimming upwards to the heavens or up to some kind of beautiful, relaxing place in the clouds. Remember your breath. Softening your shoulders and your arms. Good. So something that can be really nice to help you get into the practice is to imagine the air around you is really thick. So as you're moving, you don't want to disturb the air. So you have to move super gentle, even softer, even more carefully and gracefully. That's that yin energy I was talking about. Imagine, everything around you is really thick. It could be like mist or clouds or cotton wool, and you need to move super graceful. Remember, focusing on your palms is a really nice way to bring yourself into the movement. Okay, so I'm just going to have a sip of water. It's quite thirsty work. And just make sure that you are breathing yourself into your body, taking nice deep breaths, keep up that breathing rhythm. Okay, so next we're going to do stirring pots. So I want you to remember we're doing that slight leaning to the front of the feet and the back and to our heels. Don't over lean, just listen to what feels good for you. Breathing in, leaning forwards, arms out, and breathing out as you come in. So it's like we're stirring two big pots on either side. This is often used as a stretch and a warm-up in my class, but I think it's a really nice, simple move that can help you connect with your breathing and this process of qigong movement. And the other way, so palms up, leaning forward. So your legs help you lift up your palms, turning over, coming back. So we're stirring these two big pots on either side. We'll just show you from the side. So it's a subtle lean. That's it. Good. Okay, now we're going to bring our hands together. So they're not completely flat like this. You've got a slight gap. And it's a very slight gap. It's to help that chi flow. Yeah, so not just like this, that little gap in between. And for this move, I really want you to focus on, your hands and your breath, of course, but make sure the shoulders are staying as down as they can. It's very natural for them to creep up with this move. So you want to just soften them as much as possible. Bringing the hands up, taking a breath in, up to the heart, turning over so the fingers are up, breathing out as you come down. So from the side, it looks like this, in, out. So a nice circular motion, soft, gentle energy. So you're not even pushing your palms together really, they're just very gently touching. Everything is super soft. Breathing in and breathing out. So this move is called moving energy up the microcosmic orbit. And that is an orbit that kind of goes all around the system. So we're just helping your chi flow, clearing some blocks. Okay, keeping our palms together. So this one's a bit more challenging for your balance, so please make sure you've got a chair or something to hold on to if you need to, just nearby. And remember, it's okay if this isn't one that you feel comfortable doing. So don't want to scare you. It's it's a really lovely move. So getting palms together. We're going to adjust the screen so you can see my lower body a bit more. So we're going to put one foot behind the other and do a little bend down and come back up. Same on the other side. So we take the breath in, we come up and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. See, it's a challenge on your balance. You really want to be in control of this, and it's really good to improve your balance with qigong. Really supports us to be more independent and avoid having falls. We'll make this the last. Okay, just going to adjust the screen again. Okay, good. So we will finish with the hermit again today because I think it's really nice if you just start to learn a set like that. You can connect to it a bit more. So we'll do a couple of Gong, which is a really traditional qigong move that quite often Tai Chi masters, like in the Chen village, will do that at the end to balance their energy when they're practicing different sets and moves of Tai Chi, the more intense movements. Sometimes they will need, you need to like balance the energy if you have not completed a whole set. So a Tai Chi set, for example, could be, I spent a long time learning the 11 form, which technically is 11 movements, but it feels like much more than that. I've spent years learning the 11 form. That's how intricate it is. And then I've started to learn a longer form that is, goodness, what is it? I think it might be 30 or 40 something. But there's forms that are like 70 something. So if you're practicing them and you don't complete it, they're designed to balance energy. Remember, Tai Chi and Qigong is all about balancing energy. So if you are practicing these different forms, but you don't get to complete them for that energy balance, you might use something like qigong or this Gong move we're about to do to help you balance that energy. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so let's do a few Gong and then we'll do some of the hermit just to finish today. So hands by your side, breathing in, bringing the hands up, fold your palms over, make sure your shoulders don't tense. Breathe out as you come down. In, out. This is a really nice simple one that you can take away. Just doing one move from today, every day for a few minutes would be amazing. Like anything, the more you practice it, the more benefit you get. And I think the more you enjoy it as well. So as you breathe out, let everything soften and relax. Into the hermit, bringing your fingers together, up to the heart. Breathing out as you go down and scoop up that earth chi to your heart, breathing in, out into the world, breathing in into the head, out into the world. Breathing into your heart. Out into ski jump. You're a pro at this now. And breathing out as you come all the way up. Putting the back of your hands together. Breathing out. Creating a lotus. Bringing that lotus up. Triangle. Look through the triangle. Expand your vision. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Ski jump. In. Back of the hands together. Breathing out. Creating your lotus. Bringing that lotus up. Looking through the triangle. Breathing out as you expand your vision. One more. Really connect with the breathing. Let your arms hang by your side. Keep up your breathing. Gently bring your feet together. Rub your palms together to build up some of that chi. Some of that chi, love and warmth. And I want you just to rub some of that into your tummy. So this is your dantian, the point under your navel, your lower dantian. It's like your energy center, your source. It's where we bank all of our energy. It's our life center in qigong and tai chi philosophy. So we're just nourishing that as much as we can. All of that energy that you've worked and cultivated just now with me, you can bank it here. Save it for later. Want it to be nice, sustainable energy. So it's nice and balanced. And then rubbing your lower back, your kidney points. In cold weather, as it gets colder, which it is, you want to make sure you protect your kidneys so they can have a bit of a shock if you go out and it's suddenly cold. So it's really good to take care of them. Make sure you wrap them up nice and warm, nourish them with movements like this, just rubbing that warmth into them. And brushing off any stagnant chi that came up from the marrow of your bones, outside and inside. Imagine it's like dusting the body of any negative tension, stagnant chi, working the outside of the legs and the inside. And you brush it off your head. Okay, and just placing one fist in your hand. Thank you so much for sharing the session with me today. I really appreciate it. So things to remember, you can take just one move away today. Maybe that's a Gong move, nice and simple. Keep your shoulders and arms nice, soft and relaxed. Feet shoulder width apart. A bit of a softness in your knees so your legs aren't locked out. Connect your movement with your breath. That's the key thing to remember. Softness and breath. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. Drink plenty of water, really take care of yourself, and I look forward to sharing another session with you soon. Bye.